Hello, YouTubers. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're watching. Welcome back to the world of Ragus. In today's tutorial, I would like to give you a brief overview on why channel structuring is super important and actually how you can do it relatively easy by actually just using some very easy tools and stuff that you already have on your computer and your content, obviously, to bring it more forward. So we're going to do this relatively fast and easy, and just want to give you a quick overview what we are going through today. So this, I want to give you the essential, the essentiality, so to speak, on why channel structure is super important. So you can have a view on the overview on that. Then we're going to do that in two sections plus a little extra. So the first section will be obviously creating a YouTube video description that is regardless if it is for an upcoming premiere or for a live session that you're planning. There you can take a couple of things in mind for longer videos in particular, but also for live sessions if you want to advertise them properly. Hashtags will be one of the topics that we are going to talk about. So just that you know what's going on there. And obviously also we are going to do a little extra on how to advertise your videos. That will be, for instance, on your announcements for videos that you have pre-recorded, also set as a premiere, and also for live sessions that you're planning to do in the near future so that people are actually aware. We're going to dive right into it, and we're going to do it very sweet and easy. I'll give you a look on my channel on how I do it. Just as an example, this is not obviously necessarily what you need to do. It depends on your topic. So before I show you how my channel looks like from the viewer's perspective, be aware that structure is super important because people need to find you in the first place, right? People, especially when you're a new creator and new on the journey of content creating on YouTube, you need to consider the fact that people don't know you, right? And I remember from my very early days, just to tell you why it is so essential, I uploaded a video of a DJ mix that I did, and I thought, oh, that's cool. And after 48 hours, I had 2 viewers, and both of them were myself, because obviously nobody knew me. I didn't do anything on my channel at all. I just uploaded the video. Everything else was blank, right? So what you should think about, and I'll give you a little quick insight on this. So for instance, this is my channel. This is how it looks like. So I make this a little bigger so that you can see it a bit better. So this is how it looks like. Now, what I think YouTube can improve is the starting part of the page, because obviously when I go to somewhere, I want to see what's in for me as a viewer, right? What I'm actually expecting, and what would I actually want to see when I go to a channel. Nevertheless, we take the situation as it is. If you're on the channel like this or any other channel, there are many out of there who have done even way better than this one. So currently, for instance, I'm working on a banner because I think it looks a little bit out of place by now. It is on there like for a little more than 4 years. So what you can do, you go on the channel or you watch a video and then you go to the channel to see what's actually behind all that. Then you can go here to more, and then whoops, out of the sudden appears the channel information if there is one. So very important when you go to YouTube and when you create content and when you have it, published successfully and people coming back, they would like to know, who am I going to actually? It's not necessarily only the content that is interesting. It's always the creator behind the story, right? So people want to know, who is that person? Who is that creator? So obviously not everyone does appears on their videos with face all the time, because they do something from the nature. They do cooking videos or stuff like that with their voice in the background, but not necessarily visible themselves all the time. So therefore, it is important that people actually understand, okay, what's going on this channel? You might cook food, you might do sports, you might, drive a race car, you might be funny guy and be a comedian or whatever. So write that on your description already on the channel starting page, so that people who coincidentally watch a video of yours have a chance to see, okay, that's cool. There's more of that. So, have that done. And it's very important. See it like an invitation to people who don't know you, who have never been to your channel before, especially when you're a content creator in the very beginning phase. Make sure that the structure of your channel is given at all times. And I come to that now. So as you see here, I've structured my thing in a couple of playlists. What am I actually doing? It's music, obviously, is the main topic. You have originals, that's tracks that I've created by myself. Some DJ sessions that I did, some premiere sessions. I do a couple of things on my channel. As you see, it is relatively various. So talk sessions Mondays and Thursdays, and so on and so on and so on. So I've structured that in a very simple way so that people actually know what's going on. Now, talking about the simple way, as you see, every every playlist here has its own description, right? So that is also something that could maybe be a little bit improved in the future. We will see if people are asking for that. So, for instance, if you go to the channel here to the playlist, you see there's a couple of tracks on there. I've recently started producing myself, and then you can go here and you have the same thing like on the website, but this is the playlist description. What is actually going on here, right? So there's playlist features my original electronic music. You can do a description here, new tracks, da 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 da, and so on and so on. That obviously also applies for anything else you have in your other playlists. So let's go give you another one for this one here, just that you see. It's a little different text, obviously, because quick tips, hidden tools, and so on. No fluff, no tech bubble. Create smarter stuff, publish faster, and so on and so on. Short and sharp, so that people who are watching your videos, going to your channel, having a look through your through your playlists and stuff, the more information you are able to give them in the first place, the more they are willed to stay, right? Upcoming live streams, I didn't put anything because obviously that's just upcoming, so that hasn't happened yet. And then shorts, just you cannot put any description there as far as I know. So there you have various things that you can do. You can put a short text in there and so on. So this would be my channel structure in the first place. Now, I told you it is important that you actually do a video description, a decent video description. Here's why. People who would see this cover, for instance, right? Let's have a look. So people who would see this cover, they would have no idea, is this heavy metal? Is it techno? Is it any music? Or is it someone is telling a horror story or something like that? So people who coincidentally come to your channel, they have no idea what's going on. So, or if they see a video in some, upcoming in some lineup when they put something in there, then they have no idea what's going on, and they don't know you, right? Or they didn't know me either. So here's a description of the track, and here's how I structure that. The Darkest Day by the World of Ragos, obviously title is here already. It's an original track, so that actually tells, yeah, okay, it's music, but what kind of, right? So The Darkest Day, 130 BPM, and obviously here we go. Then in my case, I always put the copyright theme because I've created that track. Same with the cover. And then you put like written and produced and stuff like that. Track, The Darkest Day. You can put genre in here. You can do whatever you want, but keep it like structured and keep it like, okay, this is the story of this video, or this is the story of that channel, as seen on the page before. There's another funny thing that you can do. You can put those add-ons that, hey, I've used this software for that, and those things. So that is what you can actually consider to have that done. Give you another example of a video of mine that I've done a while ago. So, for instance, if you go to the last one that I did, the SEO text thing, that actually works. So also you can go here and you put this on pause. Then, of course, obviously the description is a total different one. Quick and short, here you go, quick session about SEO-friendly writing, what SEO really means, and so on and so on. Hashtags, here you go. Hashtags is important because people are actually searching by certain buzzwords in the internet. Now, as we all know, search engine optimization, that is actually what SEO stands for. People are, YouTube belongs to Google, as we all know. And Google was originally, invented as a search machine, a search engine for the internet. Now, if you have some nice SEO writings in your video descriptions on your channel, then most likely you will sooner or later be found a lot easier, not necessarily only by YouTube, but also by Google. If people type a buzzword, for instance, what do I have here? YouTube and beyond, or SEO text, or whatever, maybe sooner or later, my text will appear somewhere on page 2 or 3, right? You never know. So you have to make sure that you use this kind of storytelling for every single video live session that you do. So give you an example. Upcoming lives. This is going to be this is going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be a live session. So what did I do? I create thumbnail. I come to that in a bit, and then you create the text, simple, short, and sharp, very relatively short. Here are the hashtags. Trending Thursday talk, live stream vibes, da 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 da. Some small text on here. It does not have to be the length of the New Testament, just that you don't misunderstand, right? So the point is that you need to understand, okay, guys, I need to have a little description in there so that people actually know what's going on. If it is their cup of tea, yes or no. And if it is their cup of tea, then they actually kind of know what to expect in whatever time they're watching the video, whatever the length is. And therefore, I would actually also recommend you to, if it is a long video, so this was live, right? Or this is going to be live, going to be like roughly 2 hours. So if people know, okay, there's a 2-hour topic coming on, or there's a talk without topic coming on, there you go. Then they know what to expect. And then when you go to those channels more often, or when they come to your channel more often, they get the idea of who the content creator, live speaker, video creator, and so on is, right? And what the topics are. So it is very essential that people have the idea what you're actually doing. And for that, I would really recommend, I'm deeply sorry, that people know what to expect on your channel. Now, this also applies for the channel wall. And here's why. Give you an example. This track I've created just like, sorry, I've just released like a day ago. So what happened? The post on your channel you can use to advertise anything and everything you do. If it is an upcoming live session, if it is a premiere video like this one was, or anything like that whatsoever. So if you go to the channel, on your channel, you will see, if you tick channel there yourself, then you will be on your channel from your perspective. So this is a viewer's perspective. You go to posts, for instance, right? Here you go. And then you can create a new post, right? And that could look like this. So this was the post that I did yesterday at 12 p.m. German time. The release of that track was 7 p.m. So people had 7 hours, literally, to have a look on what's going on, what's coming up, etc., right? Do that like half day, quarter day, like 6 to 7 hours before the premiere of your video. And don't make a too long text, but put the essentials in there. Premiere when, the link of your video or upcoming live, right? You can also say, hey, tonight at 7 p.m., guys, got a live session coming up, and then you go. New chapter, and so on and so on. Put a little story behind it. Keep it short because people don't read that much, but for those who are interested in your channel, you should have the story in there. But this one's keep it short. I'll give you another example. Here you go. Monday talk, that was like 2 days ago. Short thing, what are we going to do, when, watch here, link, and so on and so on and so on, right? Those are the things that you can do. Now, the question is obviously also, how do people do all those texts, right? And obviously, it is not necessarily the regular thing that people write, kind of, let's say, semi-professional text or something like that. So there's a helping tool that you can use, and that helping tool is called ChatGPT. So let me put ChatGPT on stage. Let's have some fun. So this is in German, but don't worry about it. I'm gonna give you some insight on how we're gonna do it. So we can do this. This is a blank thing. This is a new chat. By the way, ChatGPT is for free. And as you put your own ingredients, yes, the text is helped with by AI, but it is still kind of your text because you put the ingredients. And I'll show you how this works. So ChatGPT, I'll do this in English. So, hello, I am content creator on YouTube. I am doing a lot of live DJing there, and I also produce my own techno tracks, like phonic music tracks. My channel is new. Can you create a channel text for me? Text me for my channel. Boom, there you go. Then, whoops, there you get an answer. So this would be then your first channel description that you get briefly. Now, this is cool. This is nice. Now, obviously, you can adjust that, right? And this is what you could now copy and paste, ideal-wise. Or you go into it, okay, my focus is on house music. I would like to put the focus on DJing and producing my own tracks. And I am based in Germany. So there you go. There you get a new text. So you have to, you can put your channel name there in advance, for instance, house music from the heart of Germany, Medusa, boom, 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 boom. Now, when you grow your channel and when you do other things as well, and I come to that in a second, you can actually always change this. You go to ChatGPT, keep the window open and say, oh, by the way, I have a new chapter as well. I am regularly uploading videos on which you can see me cooking organic food. Now, as you see, here's a typo, right? It's not cooking, it's cooking, whatever thing. So you just keep it like that anyway, or maybe you don't even see it. And there you go. Whoops. And obviously, that's really unique. So here's a new channel description. Whoops. House music and organic vibes from Germany. Boom, 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 boom. That is what you can actually do. Now, let's take that a little bit to videos. Let's say I need a video description. I have created a funny techno track with 130 BPM. Let's say BPM. It is. I don't know. Let's say no, we go back to the darkest day from earlier. It is called The Darkest Day. Is self-created without any AI. Can shows a darker side of life in a musical way of dark beats. Can you please create a text for the video description with hashtags focusing on the music story, and bottom part, please add the subscription thing, like button, and importantly, the copyright of this track to me. There you go. And you have a new story coming up. So here's an expressive. Da, 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 da. So there you go. This is a cool thing. It's a good start, right? Track info, title The Darkest Day, genre, dark techno, BPM 130, da 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 da. If you connect with this, subscribe here. Copyright notice, the track is no original work by you. Have to do that here. You can put that in advance as well. Copyright would be the word of Vargas. Please don't put BPM subject line. What else? Make it a bit more posh-ish in the bottom. There you go. So it gives you all the information, or you give ChatGPT the information, and there you go. Then you get it a lot better. As you see here, 130 BPM is gone. Then the title, The Darkest Day, genre, and so on and so on and so on. This is like an essential thing to consider. And this is very important that you think about the hashtags. Now, the hashtags, there's one important thing. If you have a relatively short text here, like you see here, you see, just put it back to normal size. Now, you do not want to have more hashtags than text, right? So make sure that they are not too much, that they're not too many. Take maximum 6, the most important ones that are important for you. YouTube will show you automatically the most important 3 ones that they think is the most important ones, comparing to whatever video you're uploading, right? Now, what you can do also, now as you have that, let's say it's done, can you also please create a channel wall post for me to advertise the video and its premiere. And there you go. So channel wall post, community post, da 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 da, new premiere, Darkest Day, original techno, ding 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 ding. Then obviously we didn't put information yet, so you have to put the YouTube link, you have to put the time and the date and stuff like that. Premiere goes live. You have to insert date and time. You can put that in the first place, but that is how it works. So that would be the information on ChatGPT. You're obviously free to use it, whatever you do. There's a certain amount of messages you can send a day, but in that time, at that term, it is free to use. Now, last but not least, and I promise you we're going to do that. So, going a little bit back to my channel so that you actually see, wait a second, that was the wrong one. Let me just get that there. So what we want to do is to go back to the channel real quick so that you have another important view to watch on, and that would be the topic of the thumbnails. So I'm going back to the starting page of my channel. Here we go. Now, as you see, obviously, I'm just going to share that real quick with you. Now, as you see, obviously, if you create a track, every track has its unique kind of cover, if you will, even though we don't put CDs here anymore, it is all virtual. But so this is its own cover. But what I do, for instance, I created thumbnails. So these are live sessions that I did with different techno electronic music genres. Like, so this is techno, this is house, there's more stuff to come. Obviously, there was a techno premiere a while ago. So this is like 3 weeks ago, as I see. Those are the tutorials that I did. So these are all thumbnails. You should do them depending on how you actually broadcast. Now, for a premiere video, I've mentioned that in another video before, you should definitely have it horizontal, the way that you see it now. If you do a live session, I strongly recommend to get your viewers, when they come with a smartphone or something, that is what the majority of viewers do these days, get them on vertical, right? So if you have your smartphone in your hand, people usually hold it like this, and then they scroll, and then they come to your channel. Now, you should also align the thumbnail to what you're doing. So if you, for instance, do a techno, like a live session, like here, as you see, this is a vertical view. then you should really align the thumbnail around that as well in vertical, right? And there's a lot of tools you can use like Canva and stuff to create your own stuff. So as you see here, all the talk sessions have got the same thing. So it's a series so that people actually see there's something continuously growing and going on. Sorry for the dog, is always complaining when I talk too much. So was just a little insight, and I hope it was helpful to give you some information on that. Let me know if you like this video and if you have actually created some ideas already. And if you want, if there's any question, let me know. My contact details are available on my channel. But also, if there's a certain topic that you want me to strive, write it in the comments, and I'll go towards that then in one of my next video. Thank you very much for watching today. Hope this was a little bit helpful. Wishing you all a great day, great creating times. Looking forward to see the results on your channels one day, and wishing you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. This was the World of Ragus from Munich. Bye-bye.